Hello everyone, this series is going to be me playing as a caveman in Minecraft, so let's get on with the video. Hope you enjoy it. First things first, let's explore the area and find a suitable base. I then mined a few trees. Once I found a suitable area, I got myself some wood, got a wooden pickaxe, then mined some stone so I could make a stone pickaxe and stone axe. Then I went to scavenge for a suitable cave to settle home in, because it's a caveman for a reason. I then mined some coal, lit up the cave that I was going to be staying in, mined some more coal, widened my future home a little bit, and then I made a furnace, coal blocks, and I went out to mine some iron until I could not find any iron left. So here's some iron, here's some more iron, and would you look at that, there's more iron here. Now, over here, I found this young lad here who wants to be part of health and safety. Well, you know, I love health and safety, so I mined out his roof so he could get a bit more air, because I felt it was a bit too claustrophobic for him. I don't think he took too kindly to that, because he aimed his bow at my face. So taking the fact that he was not the kind health and safety we all know, I then gave him a punch, which of course made him even angrier, and deciding that I would come back to pay my respects to him later, I went off on search of even more iron. After I got myself enough iron, I went back because it was getting dark, and then I went out because I realized I couldn't skip today if I didn't have any beds. And also, I do need steak, or indeed just any type of food, because I was running very low on food. So instead of sulking around and waiting for food to magically appear, which it won't, I went out to look for any sheep, which I later found and snuffled out their lives. So, after all three had been unalived, I then made some sticks, which I would be using to make a campfire to cook my newly gained mutton on, because, as you know, mutton is a lot better and a lot more nutritious when you cook it. I then made myself a bed, and I slept for the night. As you can see, I now made an advancement called Sweet Dreams. After that, I went to check on my iron, which had grown a lot, 25 iron ingots. I then waited for my mutton, which I then ate tastily as a very nice breakfast. Now normally with all this iron you would make an iron chest plate, but in my world I just don't think that cavemen would have wore iron on their bodies. What I am allowed to do though is make iron pickaxes, and of course, since I could make iron pickaxes, I would need to be able to make axes. So here is me just making my iron tools. I then went out exploring, trying to find health and safety again, but I think he left. So I just mined the iron that I found earlier, and I left probably because Mr. Health and Safety did not want a return visit from me. I had just snuck in and stolen his iron after all. I then got myself trapped, which was not a very smart move to do. But I did get some even more iron. I explored the island a bit more, got some more sheep, snuffed out their lives, as well as a chicken or two. Found a wolf, and then I did something quite foolish. I jumped into the waters while looking for some more food. I found this cod, and I got some occasional boosts from the dolphins that swam by, and I killed quite a few cod, and then I needed to find a way to get out, but not after I had got even more iron. Once I safely returned, somehow, from my adventure to the ocean, I came back and put even more iron in my furnace, because who doesn't love iron? I put more meat on my campfire, and I waited and waited. And that's it for the first video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now.